What is up, guys? Alex Jordan here. Today we're going to be talking about the downsides of self-publishing. As an overview, I don't want to pitch publishing as if it's the perfect business model, that there is zero risk, that blah, 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 that, you go to any ad on YouTube or Facebook that basically says that you could do this with zero risk. It's completely untapped. I think I saw an ad for Kindle Publishing that basically talked about how it's super untapped, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I just kind of tend to, make me want to make a video on the downsides of it because, there are definite advantages, but there are also things that kind of suck and that aren't the best as far as whether to choose this as a business model. So maybe you're trying to go into Kindle publishing. This video is for you. So I don't think self-publishing is for everyone. I've never said that it's for everyone. It's not for every beginner. It's for some beginners, but not everyone. Some people might be better affiliate marketers. Some people might be better copywriters. Some people might be better, honestly, even employees, to be honest. So let me talk about the first con, the platform. Now, many people, when you start out, you start exclusive in Amazon, and while that is very good because you're leveraging Amazon's traffic, you don't own your business per se. Amazon does. So you're on their platform, you play by their rules. So it's possible that they can change things whenever they want. They can ban you for no reason, and they can try to block you from making another account again. They may ban you for stupid reasons. They may ban you for legitimate reasons. If it's for legitimate reasons, then yeah, you deserve it. But sometimes things can happen unlegitimately. Now, there are things you can do to mitigate this by getting an email list or publishing wide. But the only problem with that is sometimes with an email list, let's just say you sold a bunch of books to these people. You can't sell them more books if your books on Amazon are gone. So then you can only switch to affiliate marketing. Publishing wide, there is definitely a lot of potential. I don't want to say you can't make a full-time income off publishing wide. It'd be awesome if it was easier to do, but I think it's generally accepted that it's harder to make a full-time income publishing wide than publishing on Amazon. What's going to happen is that even publishers that make money on Amazon, maybe like 80% of their income will come from Amazon and 20% will come from wide. So yeah, that's the biggest one. And you want to think about, it's kind of why people on social media try to mitigate all their income on YouTube or Instagram by selling products. So you have YouTubers that sell on Patreon, YouTubers that sell merch. That's all because they know that social media is not their platform and that one day they could be taken down or the algorithm could unbless them, basically. Con number 2, it can be subjectively boring. Once you figure how to make $1,000, scaling to $10,000 is basically the same thing. You do the same thing over and over. You might get tired formatting books. You might get tired looking at keywords. You might tired getting look at ads. And a lot of it's the same. Of course, you can mitigate this by getting a virtual assistant to help you out and whatnot, but a lot of it is the same. And to break the $20,000 per month mark, yes, it can be very difficult. And that does require innovation, and it is kind of fun. I'm doing that right now. I'm trying to break it, and it's a lot of fun coming up with new tactics and new ideas. I'd love to make 20K with wide, because that if you publish wide, and sorry that I didn't explain what wide means. Basically, you're publishing on the outside platforms like Ingram Sparks and Draft2 Digital. They're basically like the Barnes and Nobles and like other book publisher companies that's not Amazon. So if you can get on there, you're basically quote unquote immortal as far as your income is concerned. Con number 3, it can be volatile. You can have a best-selling book suddenly die. Ads can no longer convert. I've had a book just recently, actually, it was doing like 5,000 BSR. 5,000 BSR consistently. It ranked between 5 and 7,000 BSR. And all of a sudden, I'm still spending the exact same amount of ads, but it's no longer converting for some reason. It's super weird. And it started going down to 30. It went up to 30,000 BSR. So it was like super weird. So I had to cut the ads. I had to restart it. And all of a sudden now I'm back down to, I think I checked it before this video a couple hours ago. It was at like 10,000 BSR. So we're starting to go back, but like for a week, it was like doing terrible. So like there's volatility with that. If everyone remembers that, the Amazon change, I mean, in regards to ads, ads can get more expensive bidding, competition, although competition, you can mitigate competition by going towards lower competition keywords. publishers will always, they're hungry, dude. They're like a shark smelling blood, which I don't know whether they smell blood or not. Maybe I should use a different example. It's like a dog smelling like hunting food or something like that, and they will always go towards it. And publishers like myself and other publishers will always publish in new good keywords. And even with volatility, as far as how much income you make, so Q4, amazing. If you can set it up where Q4 you make like 20 to 30 grand, and you can basically cover your whole year's living expenses off of Q4, and then everything else is just icing on the cake, that's awesome. That's like an optimal thing. So like you have people like that can do that, especially if if you can make like 5 to 10 grand off of low content books off of Q4. When you hit the Q4, you're gonna make like $20,000 to $30,000 a month, and yeah, it can be crazy. So in that case, things like that's fine, but still, summer can be dry. Kids books that once sold in Q4 could be dead, basically. So volatility is something like that. So those are my opinions on the 3 main cons. The platform, you don't own it. It's kind of boring subjectively. Most people don't want to be publishers for the rest of their life. And then things can be volatile. That is all I had to share for you today. If you want my I shouldn't say most up to date, but it is also one of the most up to date. If you want my one of a kind group mentorship 10x Inc. Accelerator, where I give away 3 keywords every single month. I double check your keywords. I have exclusive trainings. I do a live stream every single week, and I find you hot keywords in addition to the 3 keywords that I give you every single week as a group. And I do live keyword research and answer any and all your questions that you have. You can join that. Membership is only $47 a month. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.